Charli XCX, who is saying that Brat, her sixth LP, might be her final album because she wants to go off and do other things. So shout out to Out for this story because I came across this. This came out yesterday, but I came across it today because I was busy and everything, so I didn't get to see it. But anyway, so it said while Charli XCX is enjoying the most successful year of her music career with her sixth album, Brat, she revealed in a new interview that she might be making a huge life change soon. In a wide-ranging interview with Billboard, Charli talks about her new album, what her busy summer has been like, and the idea that Brat may be her final album, saying, I saw this tweet the other day that was like, does anyone think that this is Charli's last album? What? Oh, excuse me. Then I was like, actually, that could be cool if it didn't really make music anymore after this. She said, I didn't really make music anymore after this. Is what she told the publication. I'm definitely thinking about it because I really want to act. I don't know. I'm just so deep in this. I can't see outside of Brat, but it's funny. I kind of want to make a Lou Reed record, to be honest. That would definitely be a pretty big swing. She also revealed that in August, she's planning on going to Poland with some collaborations to attempt to write a film because it's going to take place in Poland. She said we would write it and shoot it at the same time, kind of like making an album. One of the guys is the director. He works that way all the time. Charli has voiced two movie characters in the animated films The Angry Birds movie and Ugly Dolls and will make her live action film debut in the upcoming reimagining of Faces of Death. I didn't even know she was in that. I forget who's in that. Who's in that movie? Oh yeah, because they said I think it's Zachary Montgomery is in that, and Legendary is producing. I'm trying to look it up now and see who's in this film because Faces of Death. I think wasn't it based on Bruce Lee? But anyway, yeah, it doesn't necessarily say who else is in that, and I guess it doesn't really matter. But um, now they say in addition to Charli XCX, the film will star Barbie. Oh, now it says the name. It's funny how I didn't continue reading the article. I'm sitting there trying to do the research. So they said while the original Face of Death was a compilation film featuring many real-life clips of violence, gore, and death, the new film will follow a YouTube moderator who finds a group recreating the murders from the original film. Well, that sounds interesting. They said in addition to Charli XCX, the film will star Barbie Ferrero, who y'all know was from Euphoria, Zachary Montgomery, who's from Stranger Things, Josie Tota, and Jermaine Fowler. Now I'm sure y'all know who Josie Tota is. Like Josie Tota's been around for a long time and is a transgender actor. I said Brat, as y'all know, is Charli's sixth album and debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 chart, her highest chart position ever. Now, to talk about this whole thing, you know what? I would be definitely disappointed if Charli decided to step aside and not put out music. However, I feel like she's given us enough. Like she's been giving us music for over a decade. She's given us 6 albums. Some people like, some people don't. True Romance is still one of my all-time favorite Charli XCX records. Um, I even like when she's really gone outside the box and experimented with different sounds and all that other stuff. And Brat, I definitely love the album. I love the era. I love like there was great promotion surrounding this album. I love the fact that she kind of went old school with it, where she would go to different clubs and she was up in there DJing alongside a lot of the people that she's collaborated with on the album. They would do like actual shows at clubs and have them DJing and spinning and playing a lot of that, electronic electro clash type of music yesterday. And it kind of reminded me because yesterday, I don't know what it was. It was like the minute I got home from that concert, I was in the mood to watch Party Monster. I was like, I have not seen that movie in a long time, but I just started thinking about Michael Alec and James St. James and all the people that was from that whole Club Kid era. And I was like, you know what? I need to pop that movie on. And for some reason, it just pulled me towards Wild Presents Plus. I was like, let me see if that movie is on there because, Fenton and Randy, from World of Wonder were behind, they were up in that era. And they also produced the documentary, which I first saw before they did the movie. I need to read the book too. I think it's called Disco Bloodbath. But and a friend of mine was telling me that the book is even more gruesome. So I love that movie. And shout out to Seth Green and Macaulay Culkin because they definitely ate in that damn movie. But anyway, so it kind of reminded me because that's kind of like what I feel like the genre of music that Charlie does, hyper pop, kind of reminds me of electro class. Like I feel like it's the ugly stepchild to that, or it's like the child of that whole electro clash era, and me being a part of that whole era and going into those clubs and Miss Guy and the Toilet Boys and all that stuff where they had like the queer punk rock era and all that stuff. I'm starting to get nostalgic. But it just kind of reminded me of that whole just like messy rock and roll type of vibe, but then it's like mixing a lot of that rock and roll punk vibe with the electronic dance music. And that's kind of like what Charlie gives me with a lot of what she's been doing. And she's definitely pioneered that sound and has taken it to the level that I'm sure if Sophie was alive today, she would be very grateful that that sound has gotten to where it is. So if she decides to take a break and wants to explore and do other things like with acting and all that other stuff, then that's another way to express herself. And she wants to experiment in a way. It was like, yeah, we're going to write the script and film what we've written around that time. Like, I feel like that's a really cool idea instead of, okay, I'm 10 years on this script and now we're finally going to make it and we got to do rewrites and this and this and this. It's like if you could find a creative way to use like the same way that you have used to create music this and apply that to your writing in regards of a film, then I would love to see what that looks like. So while the selfish part of me would be upset that I was like, no, Charlie, don't go away. We need more music from you. If she needs to go away and do other things and just to recharge, so that way it's like, okay, maybe a year or 3 from now, she's like, okay, I'm ready to make the 7th album, and she has an idea with that and all that other good stuff, then, when she's giving us enough music, if she need to go out and get a little quick coin, she could throw together a couple of concerts and perform. She has enough songs that she could do like a 2-hour show. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Would y'all be upset for Charlie to say this might be her final album? I think it may be her final album that she's thinking of at the moment. Do I feel like she's actually retiring and leaving music as a whole? No. First of all, girl, you too damn young to even be thinking like that. So, I don't think she's going anywhere. I just feel like that this is just her saying, like, you know what, I'm so in the whole headspace of Brat that creatively I've already hit my peak and I need to take a break from music after I'm done with the tours and stuff and do something else. And another creative outlet that she's thinking about doing is acting and getting into that side of the arts, which she can do. And then, like I said, come back when you've exercised all your demons over in there, and then you got new ideas that you want to interject into the follow-up to Brad. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.